Severance Season 2 had a great first episode, and I enjoyed a lot of what the show did with its story. Adam Scott is just impeccable as Mark S, and the world of the series feels just as exciting as it did when Season 1 was released back in 2022. However, the episode was slower than what I expected and did not directly focus on the events of Season 1's shocking finale. Initially, I thought the show would continue from there, but Episode 2 had other plans in mind. Plans I quite liked. But before we get into it, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button, drop a like and comment on the video, and if you're able, please sign up for channel memberships for exclusive content, which really helps us out. Anyway, back to Lumen. So, the main theme that spoke to me when watching Season 1 was the character's duality. Lumen is a company that offers broken people the chance to leave all their problems aside with a fraction of themselves just to escape from feelings of guilt, loneliness, grief, and more for extended periods of time. Just as the show's mysteries are entertaining, its philosophical questions are as well. Season 2 continues those reflections with Episode 1 focusing on Mark S, the severed worker, while Episode 2 puts Mark and the others outies in the spotlight. Episode 2 cemented that the work Mark is doing is key to Lumen on a deep level. Not only did the company want him to stay, but it also accommodated Mark S's demands. Milchick convinces the outie Mark to return by reminding him of the problems he faced in his life after his wife Gemma died, while Lumen fired Mark's new team and brought his old crew back after he asked for it. I thought it was interesting that even Helena had to go back as Heliar, showing just how important Mark is in the show's grand scheme. The most shocking reveal in Season 1's finale was that Lumen's head of wellness, Miss Casey, is really Mark's believed to be dead wife Gemma. So far, the character has yet to show up in Season 2, but the sci-fi series is already dealing with the fallout from the momentous season finale reveal. In Episode 2, Mark's sister does not buy that Mark was talking about her baby when he screamed she's alive. While her husband and the outie Mark insist that must have been the reason, she keeps pressing Mark about the possibility his innie meant Gemma. Mark's sister proved herself to be a smart character in Season 1, and I'm happy we get more time with her in Season 2. The outie Mark is much less energetic than his innie, which Milchick even notes is due to how the Mark who works at Lumen is unburdened by Gemma's death. That is how big of an effect the event had on Mark's life, so I'm happy to see Gemma's death and Miss Casey's disappearance are being explored from two different angles by both the innie and outie versions of Scott's character. Another interesting aspect of the episode is the further exploration of both Irving and Dylan's outies. The former may be less developed, but it doesn't make the revelations less significant. Not only might love transcend the severance process, but Irving may be working with his innie. You'll need the closed captioning on to catch it. One of the more memorable scenes from Goodbye Miss Selvig is a short job interview with outie Dylan. It's impressive how Mohammed El Masri's writing can make a conversation about doors so entertaining, and Zach Cherry brings an unexpected charm, especially for a brief moment you feel his character dropped the ball. Outie Dylan's lack of confidence paints a curious picture of how the two personalities can contrast even though they are the same person. The scene also works on another level as it shows an outsider's perspective on Lumen and their unique program. In addition, the narrative ties in with Severance's overarching mystery surrounding Miss Casey. She helps link the two worlds since she is pertinent to both. Outie Mark travels on a compelling yet difficult journey of acceptance. His ex-wife is an understandable, touchy subject, and he may not always be the nicest person, but his is a natural transition after following the clues. That could explain why Mark decides to stay at Lumen and search for more answers. While it was frustrating to watch Mark fight with the possibility of his wife being alive, even if his skepticism was understandable, I was glad things were clear to him by episode's end. I'd been waiting for a showdown between Mark and Miss Cobal since he learned she'd been playing him as his neighbor, Miss Selvig. However, I didn't think that Mark would corner her and ask her about information she had on his wife so early on in the season. With Miss Cobal screaming and driving away, that storyline has been kicked into overdrive, and I cannot wait to see what happens next.